What's going on, guys? It's 1022 here. I know this is a weird video, better quality. You see my face. Hopefully it's better audio as well. I said I was going to make a video on my new engine. I got a new engine. I know, I made one before. It said for a Buick Reatta. I no longer have that car, as you guys know. I have an Audi A4 2008. I will be making a video of that sometime soon, walk around, if I haven't already uploaded that. I don't know if I'm making that in proper order. I haven't decided really yet. So I got a new engine for this car. The engine in it now is a 2-liter. It's slow. A lot of money to build it to where I want it to be. But I also got this engine here, as I will show in a minute. It's also going to cost a lot of money to swap it in, but I feel like the car will be more capable and should have got this engine from the factory and made the S4 or RS4 with another engine that was still significant. But this engine here is, I picked up for a steal basically. I messaged the guy on Facebook and he held it for me for 2 weeks while I got stuff ready, got an engine stand picked up from a guy 2 days prior. A really nice guy, car guy, obviously would not let me leave without talking about his cars. Some older guy, nice guy. But yeah, so the only reason it took me 2 weeks to go get is because my catalytic converter got stolen out of my daily, so I had to deal with that and find a vehicle to go pick it up basically, and thankfully he got it. He kept it for me. This engine has 200,000 kilometers on it. It's not the best state as you would call it. I don't know how you would call this state. I guess torn down. But yeah, here it is. Here it is. Not much of a state of greatness. It's in a bag right now. I'll open up it here in a moment. But that is the block. If you are all wondering what it is a 2.7 liter twin turbo engine. It is an out of 2000 Audi S4. It is an APB, so definitely the better one, other than I believe it's the BEL. Yeah, so it came like that, and with a bunch of other parts. So those two boxes up there. The heads are over there with my intake manifold and a few other random bits and bobs. I'll be doing a probably full build series on this engine. That intake manifold is for sale. I do have another one which I'm shaving, getting rid of all the cast marks. This guy just got it powder coated and wrinkle black over everything, so I wasn't really in it for that. The car didn't come with any turbos, but I obviously want to go upgraded turbos. It did come with the headers though, which is really good. I'm glad it did. Even though I might pick up a TIG welder and do some custom fab instead and do something stupid. I want this car to be a crazy car and a car that actually finished this time. I know I've been like, oh wow, there's a new car, here's a new car every often. I know, I need to hold on to cars. I just feel like I drive them and then get rid of them. And say I'm going to do all these stuff and I never do, but I feel like this is one of the farthest I've been. I got the engine stand there. It's going on there. After I get bolts for it, I need to go to Audi and pick up some bell housing bolts to go from the bell housing to the engine. This engine is very small, though. I was not expecting it to be this small. I know you guys are like, oh, it's on a skid. This is a miniature skid, not a normal-sized one. It's pretty cool, though. It's a pretty clean engine. I got it for $180, nothing crazy, and I guess it calls for it since it's all in parts. Yeah, so if you're wondering why it's all apart, it is not blown up. It had a blown head gasket the guy took out of his car, and he decided to sell his shell, and then he had this engine here. I think he was going to do something with it, and then he ended up moving, and how I got to steal a video with it. That intake manifold is for sale, by the way. I am asking, I don't even know how much. If you want to send me a message, and I will be entertained to offers. Also, if you have any parts that I can buy to either build it, so you have max speeding rods or bigger valves or anything like that, like cradle, let me know, and I'll more than likely buy it off, because I do need a lot of things. Yeah, so I'm going to tear it all apart, open it up, and I'll show you guys. So this is the block here. There's an APB. It is an AE block, unfortunately, not the BF. The BF is apparently stronger, but this was out of a 2000 S4, so I'm not going to complain. As you can see here, it spins freely. Oops, my breaker bar just flew off, but yeah. Scoring looks even. Everything looks normal. Nothing crazy. The shiny part there is just because there's no carbon on the top of the piston, which is nothing crazy. The block is in pretty good condition. This all looks good. The rear main seal looks newer, but did have 200,000 and doesn't really see any the rear main seal doesn't really see any daylight. Everything looks okay. Looks in great condition. Can't complain, especially for a cheap block, and it's gonna be fun. I'll go over to the heads now and tear those apart and show you guys them. Alright, as we go over here to my heads, sorry for the bad lighting. Cams look pretty good, just pretty dirty because it's been sitting. Sorry for the bad light, just have my Mac light here, trying to shine it up. Don't look that bad. Everything looks pretty solid, pretty excited. Intake manifold there, that's the one for sale. Headers are there, fuel rails. That's for my bumper, it's not important. I have a bunch of parts up there. Yeah. Alright, so there you have it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. It's going to be a build that's going to take me a long time. I'm going to process how to install everything on that I install onto the engine. Stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like what I'm doing, it'd be awesome if you guys like, comment, and subscribed. Also, if you'd like to follow my Instagram, yeah, so it'll be a fun build. I'm excited, and I'm definitely gonna keep more consideration for you guys into this. Also show more on what I'm doing. It is coming winter time, so videos might be slower, but over that time I'm gonna rebuild this engine. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. See you.